So many people experience persistent discomfort and pain as part of their everyday lives that we've accepted it as being normal. Lower back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, head pain, knee pain, hip pain, you get the idea. We're left with two possibilities. Either option A, there's something fundamentally wrong with the design of the human body, or option B, we must be doing something to ourselves to cause this pain. If you think it's option A, your only hope is to be reincarnated into a better designed animal. If you think it's option B, then this is the video for you. I'm Pete Robinson from movementandposture.com. I'm a qualified Alexander Technique teacher, and my goal is to help people take control of their own health and well-being by learning the Alexander Technique. I'll be releasing new videos each week, so please subscribe and ding the notification bell so you don't miss out. In this video, I'm going to take you through 5 habits that are almost certainly causing you discomfort and pain in your life now. I'm going to show you how you can use the Alexander Technique to break these habits, and by the end of the video, you'll know whether the Alexander Technique is something that you'd like to find out more about applying in your life. So habit number 1 is holding your weight in your muscles rather than letting the ground fully support you. For example, as I sit here, I could be holding the weight of my head with tension in my neck, in my shoulders. I could be tightening my chest or my back muscles or my hips. All these things are stopping the weight from fully releasing into the chair and down into the ground. By using the Alexander Technique to increase your awareness of what's going on in your body and making the conscious decision to allow the ground to support you, you can find much greater ease in your postures and movements. Habit number 2 is being drawn into what we're working on. You see this first developing in children at school as they learn to write neatly and they end up hunched over the desk. And it's something that follows us through our whole lives. If we habitually take ourselves out of balance when we're working on things, we end up with a lot of tension and stiffness in our muscles, which causes all kinds of problems. The Alexander Technique helps us to find a much better balance and freedom of movement, and then we learn how to keep that while we still engage in the work that we have to do. Habit number 3 is moving from the wrong place. An example of this would be when we look down. So if I were to look down here, a lot of people would bend from their neck or their upper back, so like this. And what's happening is we're distorting our spine and then holding it into that distorted position. And this has real problems for our health and well-being if we do that consistently. The Alexander Technique re-educates us about where the movement should be happening from, and we get to the point where we break the habits of moving from the wrong place and the more natural movements can return. Habit number 4 is not listening to our body. Our body is constantly sending us information about the position of things, the amount of tension that we're holding, and also whether something's uncomfortable or not. Unfortunately, we're so focused a lot of the time on what we're doing that the information's just not being recognised by our brain. The Alexander Technique teaches us to start to really pay attention again to the messages coming from the body, and that way we can find better positions and movements to carry out our activities so that we end up performing better and not experiencing discomfort and pain. So before I take you through tip number 5, I'd just like to quickly ask for some feedback. If this is making sense to you or you're finding it interesting, please hit the thumbs up button or leave me a comment below, just so I know if I'm on the right track or not. Habit number 5 is not returning to rest. We have busy, complex lives, and we often end up carrying the tension from one task into the next and never really releasing it. The Alexander Technique helps us to find a balanced resting state throughout the day so that we don't have that build-up of tension and fatigue. The Alexander Technique also has a procedure called the semi-supine position, which we use when we need to really recharge and refresh ourselves. I've made a video all about that, which I'll link to above. So there are 5 things you could think about. As you can see, the Alexander Technique's all about addressing the root cause of our discomfort and pain and learning how to use yourself in a more natural way. If you have any questions at all, please drop me a line in the comments box below, or if you have any suggestions for topics you'd like me to cover, get in touch via the comments or on social media. Don't forget to subscribe, ding the notification bell, and I'll hopefully see you again on another one of these videos. Bye for now.